So we are right here at the administrative headquarters of the Babrusk Fortress. Ihar is going to explain a bit more about this place.
Yes, here we have original building. No, during the 18th and 19th century it was not so high. It was only one stair, but now it's three stairs. We have here the level of this building, and during the 1918, 1919 here was headquarters of the Polish army. First it was headquarters of the General Józef Dobromysnicki. In 1918 the headquarters of the chief of the first Polish Corps, and after that during the Polish occupation of Babrusk in 1919-1920 it was a headquarters of the Polish army, Poznaniacy, Poznańczycy, the Polish military units who came from Poznań here. And during the Soviet period it was a chief headquarters of the Soviet army here in the center of Babrusk fortress. It was a very beautiful legend when Tsar Nikolai II, Alexander II came here and saw a brick, red brick here. He said, well, why is laying here? The soldier said, well, it's just a brick. He said, no, it's not a brick, it's worth of gold. So the soldier took this red brick and took it to the headquarters, and until the legend, according to the legend, this red brick was laying here until the end of the Soviet Empire.
So we just made a pit stop on the outskirts of Babrusk, and this here, right in front of me, used to be a military prison.
Yes, it was military prison during the Soviet period, but at the 18th century, during the Grand Duchy of Lithuania and Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, here was Union Catholic Church. But unfortunately, after partition of the Rzeczpospolita, Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Russians made here, unfortunately, magazine for the different gunpowder and so on and so forth, but during the Soviet period here was a military prison, and until the beginning of the 21st century it was a military prison, and now it's closed.
Yes, unfortunately I can see the sign which says entrance forbidden.
Yeah.
Unfortunately we can't
enter here.
Enter, yeah.
Already launched?
Something that not many Westerners have actually seen. I'm on a Soviet train. Lo and behold, a Soviet toilet. Here's the basin, the sink where you go to wash your hands, and of course the toilets. Now guys, how you use this toilet is as follows. You don't sit on the toilet. What you do is, you have to squat on the toilet and empty your contents on the ground below. Wow, they do give us some toilet paper in some butts for the cigarettes or the heater, whatever it is. So, there you go. A Soviet toilet on a Soviet train. Это оригинальный подвал, да?
Да, оригинал, да.
Спасибо. Ой. One thing has survived, guys, is the basement. Wow. Check this out. I can see it's really cool down here so far. Well, these families, they kept food, wine and drink down here in these basements. Wow, it's the original basement. That is epic. This is epic. I'm reliving history. We have some of the tea machines. Samovar, where they make the tea. As I mentioned earlier in my video, Brest used to be part of Poland, the Polish Second Republic, interwar period from 1919 to 1939. And you can still see some of the Polish influence on Brest. And this is actually the old building, part of the old building that was actually here during the Polish times. And on top of that, they actually built a new part, but while they were actually refurbishing this building, they actually uncovered some of the old Polish signage, and we can see sklep, which is Polish for store, as far as I know, yeah. So we can still see some of the Polish roots here in Brest. Well, good evening from a very dark and wet and cold Brest. So, a bit of an update, guys, from the channel. People have been asking me some questions about future collaborations and plans, etc. Okay, let's start with the collaborations. A number of you have been asking me about my collaboration with Ihar Melnikov. He is a local historian. Now, Ihar leaves for Poland at the beginning of next month, so unlikely that we will have another collaboration together, just to let you know there. Okay, now another piece of news I want to make is that I did have plans to see more small towns around the Brest region. I did have plans, for example, to go and visit places like Szabinka and Malaritsa, but unfortunately the weather has been very, very inclement. It's been cold, it's been wet, it's been pretty much raining non-stop since last Sunday morning when I went to Brest Krepost. I got completely soaked wet in filming the actual video there. And also as well, normally I go home for Christmas and the New Year back to Ireland to celebrate with my family, but unfortunately this year it will not be possible due to the outbreak of the Mexican beer back home. So I will be in here in Belarus and giving you more content from the towns and provinces. I will indeed be visiting a lot more places. Okay, so guys, just a little update on what has been happening so far from Brest. I bid you do svidaniya, and I shall see you on my next journey to goodness knows where. Catch you later. Bye bye.